Sports. Coming up, it's our second international game of the year, and it's a good one in the NFC South, as we'll see the Carolina Panthers take on the home team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll have a look at what's to come later at halftime, but first, let's get you to a couple of right fine chaps. It's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Buccaneers heading out. It's the fifth-year man, Jameis Winston, in charge. A big key for Jameis this year, just finding a way to avoid those turnovers. They've been his undoing during his tenure in Tampa. It's no secret. 14 interceptions again last year, plus 7 fumbles in just 9 games played. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
Peyton Barber had his best year running the football in 2018, and he was 9th in the league last year in rushing attempts. The only issue, yards per carry. Total yards under 900. New head coach Bruce Arians, he believes he can improve his efficiency.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. They'll be led out by their now 30-year-old quarterback, Cam Newton, MVP of the league back in 2015.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing on third down, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Winston and the BUCS take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start on the ground with Barber, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. We run through the starters now defensively for Carolina. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They go play action. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long for Winston. And Braith, the tight end's got it. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover.
Ready, blue lady. Check, no. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the BUCS take a 3-0. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Newton. He gets it to Thomas. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To the air again, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Newton. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Now it's Newton, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
That's it, baby. We got work. Ready? Get ready. Right. He's sideline. He's down on the right. Down on the right. 4 down. 8.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd down and goal to go.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Check 93.
Throwing is Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers have taken...
Right to the 3. Yeah, let's go sandwich.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's it. Look, 80. Mike, 45. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Cam's going to run the option right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Spons. 8.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on third down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check 26, go.
Here we go on fourth. Newton dancing to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here.
50, watch 25, check 56.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Play fake. Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Ready, blue ready, let me go. Check 55 to mine. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the red zone now, Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Jameis again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
To throw is Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Fights him off, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Right there, 54 miles. I'm coming for you.
Now Cam, option left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Ready. Blue lady. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Let me go.
Following the interception, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Jameis now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He completes it to Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
They had to go for it with such time remaining.
Hey, stay with 80. Mike 5-4. All day, pump. I get it.
A run here with Bonifant. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Bonifant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Bonifant. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Winston. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but